Hey everyone, it is prep file number 8 and I am an exciting 2 weeks out. Okay, so here's the deal. I actually recorded this yesterday and I was like, no, it was too rambly and convoluted. I thought, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sleep on this and I'm gonna come back to it tomorrow. So it's actually Monday morning. And I usually record these on like a Sunday, but I'm also a little bit more chilled because as of today, I'm on a 2-week break from work. I have strategically saved my holiday for these 2 weeks because, yeah, it has been brutal. It's been brutal, like being in such a huge calorie deficit and just doing so much and going to work, and I just, like, my brain just hasn't been functioning, which I knew would happen because I know that's what it's like for me if I'm dieting and hungry and tired. So that's why I just decided to not work for the last 2 weeks of prep. So I feel very chill today. I've done like half an hour of meditation. I've done half an hour of skipping. That was my fasted cardio this morning. I literally don't think I've skipped that much since I was a kid, if I even did skip that much as a kid. So yeah, I've made some notes which didn't really help me say this all more streamlined yesterday, but we're going to give it a go. So I'm going to start off with recapping you on how I am currently, my current status. I'm going to put up some photos of me this weekend, Saturday and Sunday morning. And these photos are like first thing in the morning. I literally haven't even had a sip of coffee, nothing to eat. I'm also like without a pump. And yeah, and these are after 2 days of carb loading. So I'm still doing my carb cycle. I'm going to talk through my meals in a minute as well, because people ask me what I'm actually eating, and also answer some other questions. But yeah, so that's what I'm currently looking like. So obviously on stage with a tan and everything like that, and good lighting, and then even more shredded, and with a pump. I'm feeling good. I have days where I'm like, oh, I don't know, but I'm generally on the whole feeling really good about how I'm looking when I'm not feeling really tired and hungry and kind of wanting to cry. But I think the only thing that really got me through like last week is knowing that there's only 2 weeks left, because yeah, the diet is brutal. It's just brutal. It's brutal. I've been in, I've actually got a little screenshot. This is the nice thing about doing it on Monday is that I have the whole week now to look back at on my Fitbit. So I was in an average of about 380 calorie deficit last week. So some days that was like a 500 calorie deficit, and then other days it was just like a 200 calorie deficit. But yeah, that was the average. And yeah, and then I just had one like maintenance day just to kind of refeed. Yeah, so weighing about the same. I have recently, in the last kind of like 3 days, dropped a little bit of weight. I'm around like 66 kilos now. I was around like 67 for like the last couple of weeks, but I'm feeling like solid, and even like my chest feels like super solid. I don't know if you can see it here in this lighting, but like I feel solid. So I feel like confident that everything I'm losing, majority of it is fat, which is what we want. So yeah, so I'm feeling really good. I've got veins popping up. I've got weird veins popping up all in like my lower abdomen. At some point I will get some lovely photos for you. And loads more like come up all in my forearms. I'm like relaxed right now, and I've just eaten. I'm all like, but happy. Sorry, that's a happy noise. But yeah, I will try and get some more photos of that kind of like freaky stuff that's happening to my body. But I love it. Like, yeah. So yeah, so let me talk you through last week really quickly, and then I'm going to talk you through like my meals specifically and answer your questions, and then tell you about what I've got planned for this week. Yeah, so last week, Monday, I had a really good leg session. I always feel refreshed on Mondays. I think also because I post my videos and I get lots of comments from you guys, and it really helps. Like, I'm not even just saying it so you keep telling me nice things. Like, it genuinely just, the likes and even just things like liking my stories and all that kind of stuff, like it really like gives me like a little boost. And yeah, it just really helps because it's a very solo sport, you know, and I don't have a coach and all that kind of shit. So sorry, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, anyway, Monday, really good leg day. I swear my legs grew after that session. My body feels so responsive right now. And it probably is because it's just like under such extreme kind of conditions, you know, that it's never particularly, well, it's been under similar conditions, I guess, but yeah. So I need to keep this in my hand. This is my ginger and lemon water that I like to pretend that I drink every morning, and I don't, I always forget. So yeah, anyway, Monday, really good leg day. Tuesday, I was really tired. So I was doing like a carb cycle. I was on low carbs. I was absolutely exhausted, and I was sat at work all day, just like heavy-headed, like just thinking, how am I even going to have the energy to walk to the gym, which is like a half-hour walk, let alone train? But I did, obviously, because it was upper body day, and I love upper body day. We all know that. And yeah, really exciting. I did some pull-ups, and then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna put the chain on and just do like, we've got like the weight belt as well, where you can hang weights off it, but we've got those big chains. There's a 10 kilo one and a 15 kilo one. So I always like to use the 10 kilo one. And so I'm checking my hair because I always get annoyed at how like bad my hair looks in these videos. It really, it's not even, I'm having a bad hair day, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, anyway, I put the chain on, and yeah, I did like some pull-ups. I did do the easier grip, like the parallel grip. And then I did my chest dips, and I was like, you know what? I want to try them with the chain. I've never done weighted chest dips in my entire life. And then I was just under 3 weeks out from the competition. I put this big old chain around my neck, and I did 3 sets of 5 reps, and I was very happy with them, and I am still very happy with them. So I'm very excited to see what I can do when I'm not in such a huge calorie deficit dieting on prep. Yeah, because I do want to compete in street lifting next year, but that's a whole other, yeah, we're not going to digress too much. But yeah, anyway, so that was really cool. Very happy with that. Yeah, Wednesday was absolutely exhausted because that was the last day of my low carb day, and literally the only thing that got me through, was it Wednesday or maybe Thursday? I don't know. Anyway, I trained literally 6 days last week. Every day I was in there, in the gym, up my cardio as well, just like the amount that I'm doing slightly more in the mornings, just so slightly increasing the amount of work I'm doing and reducing my calories. I'm still sticking to reducing my calories by 100 each week. So yeah, that's the major kind of like workout gym news. No major gossip. I have heard along the grapevine, not going to name any names, get anyone in trouble, but I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm not the only one that gets demotivated by our little check-ins. And that's possibly why less and less people are showing up to them. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if that's true, but it has been sort of hinted at, and it makes me feel better because I'm like, oh gosh, I'm good. I'm like not the only one. But there was, well, I thought there was a check-in at the weekend, but it was just for people that are doing like a competition next week, which I'm not doing. So yeah, it wasn't for me anyway. And I'm checking in with myself, like I'm recording myself pretty much every morning, so I can really just get the full, just look at like, okay, what days did I look best and how was I eating in the days beforehand, so I can just have everything honed in. So talking about eating, yeah, I did another carb cycle last week. I'm just gonna keep doing carb cycles from now on up until the competition. So 3 days low carbs, so that goes from like 35% to 30% of my daily intake being carbs, increasing the fat, and I'm having breakfast, which is to vary in ratios depending on the macros for the day. It's oats. I have put a little bit of cacao in there, some maca and aguaje, because those are really good hormone regulators. And I just think I need to be as, you know, kind to my body as possible. So I like to keep those sort of things in. Cacao is full of like iron and lots of good stuff as well. So those three are always in there. And then I'll either have like some peanut butter powder, some actual peanut butter, a little bit of protein powder, and then I will have, I'm usually just making it with like hot water at the moment. Maybe a splash of my sugar-free almond milk. That's all I'm drinking now because it's super low cal and it's just really macro friendly for my particular goals. And then I'll top my oats with either like chia, linseed, hemp, yeah, that's it. So one of those. And then literally all of my other meals, just to vary in ratios again, whole grain rice and or rice cakes, my protein source, which will either be tofu, seitan or soya chunks. Tofu I like to use a bit more of on my low carb high fat days because it's low carb but higher in fat than the other options, and a little bit of avocado, and then maybe some veg as well. On high carb days I don't have veg because I try and have as little fibre as possible because the fibre interferes with the glycogen absorption, or it can do, or slow it down. There is a lot of science behind it that I have read and did understand, but I'm one of those people that I read all the reasoning why, like why you should do X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, that makes sense, and then I tend to just remember to do X, Y, and Z and kind of forget all the little details. That's how my brain is. I just know like there is good reason for it and that's why I'm doing it, and I trust in past Laura to have made a good decision for future Laura. So yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, and then I'll have like a banana before I work out, about an hour beforehand, and I will usually end the night and I'll have some walnuts and pecans. I'm just eating walnuts now. Yeah, so those are my meals. So it'll be breakfast and then I'll be like 1, 2, 3 before I work out, my banana, I work out, and then I have another like of that same kind of meal for dinner, and then some walnuts. So caffeine intake, I'm still taking my fat burners. So first thing in the morning, sometimes I do have a cheeky coffee first thing in the morning if I'm not doing a longer cardio session, but if I'm getting straight like on my spin bike, then I won't have my coffee first thing and I will just go straight on the spin bike. So I will have my fat burner, which as I mentioned before, comes in a gelatin case, so I don't eat gelatin, so I take all the powder out, sprinkle it into my shaker, and I have my multivitamin, and I mix it up with my essential amino acids, which also have branched chain amino acids and electrolytes. And that's from ProSups, I think they're called, and they're vegan, obviously. So I will drink that. That has caffeine in it. With the fat burner has caffeine. And then usually after breakfast, I will, or with breakfast, or like I said already, would have had a coffee. I'm trying to not drink too much coffee now. And actually, as of yesterday, I bought some decaf coffee, so I can maybe just ease myself off because well, I feel like I'm drinking a lot of caffeine with the fat burners and stuff. So maybe like a mid-morning coffee and or a green tea. And then before I work out, so before I was either having pre-workout for training legs or a coffee if it was an upper body day. But as of last week, some of those days I'm actually having a fat burner instead, kind of as a pre-workout mixed in with my amino acids, because I can't drink it on its own because it's absolutely foul tasting. Like yeah. But that's fine, that's my personal decision not to like consume gelatin, because yeah, I feel personally gelatin is even more disgusting than fat burners. And that's it for my caffeine intake. And then other supplements I'm taking before I work out, I have creatine and glutamine. Before I go to sleep, I'm having calcium, magnesium and zinc supplement. And then throughout the day with meals, I have potassium as well. So there we go. And I'm keeping my sodium high at the moment as well. So that's basically like sprinkling loads of salt on my food. So yeah, but caffeine definitely helps. It helps, it speeds up your metabolism, it gives me energy and it makes me very happy. Yeah, so let me just check these notes and see how I'm doing. Okay, look, so carb cycle, let me just quickly walk you through that. So yeah, 3 days of low carbs, 35 and then going into 30% carbs. Protein stays at 25% and then fat just comes and goes to even that all out to 100. You can do the math. I definitely can. And then 2 days of high carbs, which will be like 50% carbs. And yeah, before, like, I didn't really measure it. I just went for it and just ate as many carbs as would fit in with my calories. But now I'm trying to keep it reasonably measured and seeing like if the higher carbs or 50%, blah, 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 how it all affects me. Basically, I'm seeing how it all affects me. And I'm doing another carb run right now. I'm on my 2nd day low carb. So tomorrow I'll do low carb and then I will do 2 days of higher carb. And I'm also going to decrease my water intake and try and like dry out to get an even better feel of how I'm going to look on the day. So I thought what would be cool this week as well, because I have a bit more time, is to record a few like day in the life of Laura. So I think I'm going to maybe record one tomorrow and show you that last day of low carbs and how I'm doing, and then show you like a high carb day as well. So I'll show you like what I'm eating, what I do day to day, because I'm also doing quite a lot of like mindset work, which I'll show you a little bit of. I've been doing like, for the very first time in my life, I've been doing like hypnosis this week, and lots of meditation, which is always an ongoing thing. But yeah, just to show you a little bit more, because there's always more that goes into this than what people let on. I feel, I don't know, I don't know. It seems to be working for me anyway, what I'm doing. So yeah, also, yes, okay, so let me get back to another question and tie this all in. Someone was asking me how I feel about traveling to Peru and Hawaii. So I live in Peru, that's why I'm doing the show here. So I'll literally just be hopping in a taxi and it's going to be like a 15-minute taxi ride. But okay, so then the following week after my competition, there's obviously the Sean Ray Hawaiian Classic that I haven't had any beautiful random strangers buy me flights for yet. So I don't know if I'm going to go to Hawaii. Feel free to step in and buy me flights and accommodation. but sorry, I don't know why my voice is breaking. The week after, well, that same weekend even, there is another competition here in Arequipa, but it's in a city called Ilo, which is like a nice, cute little like coastal town. So I might just go to that. I might just go to that. So I think either way, whether I go to Hawaii or not, I'm still going to do a second competition the week after this one that I've been preparing for. So I'll keep you posted and yeah, and let you know about that. But yeah, so I don't know. Hang on, I want to tie my hair up. I should have probably done this before. So yeah, anyway, that's all of that. So other little things that I've gotten sorted this week. Yeah, I needed to do my daily steps yesterday, so I went to the mall. And I got myself some. So I was gonna make all my own like jewelry. Oh, there's a hair on it. But I got myself these little earrings. So I think, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go with these. I kind of had this idea to like make all my own jewelry and stuff. But yeah, you know, I need to do my daily steps. So what better place to do them than the mall? Hashtag cardio is my shopping. Shopping is my cardio. Yeah, anyway, so I did that. I've got that sorted. So now the other things I need to plan are, I'm still perfecting my posing. I feel like I'm getting a lot better and I'm learning like some cute little like transitions. And I want to put a little bit of like, just a little bit of flair. So basically you do everyone does the same poses at the same time together. Then you all go and stand at the back of the stage. Then you're called forward one by one and you do the poses again individually. So it's like they do like an overall comparison and then they look at you individually. So when I do that individual one, I've got some cute little moves that I want to pull out and just sneak a few little like of my own poses in there as well. I don't want to get marked down, so I'm going to make sure that I hit all the regulation poses for a good amount of time. But yeah, what I'm really happy about is just having this time off. So I'm literally gonna like pigeonhole, that's a weird English expression. I'm literally gonna, I can't think of anything else to say. Put aside an hour a day to posing practice, because that's what's sort of worrying me the most. Like I feel like my body, I'm doing everything I can with it, I'm happy with it, you know, like it is what it is, but the posing is the part that I don't really know. So yeah, so I'm very excited. And also I found a really cool YouTube channel. English people probably already know about her, but the Posing Pro. So she's on YouTube, she's English, and yeah, she had some great videos. So I already learned like some little tips and tricks from her just from watching like one video a few weeks ago. So I'm gonna just binge everything I think that she has to offer, and also like practice in my stage heels, because I've just been using like other heels up until now, so I can like really have them like broken in. And that cute little green bikini I made myself is working wonders, so that's cool. I kind of had an idea to make myself another one, but I feel like it's so close now. Like I've got one to practice posing in, like it's fine. I did try on my competition bikini the other night as well, and I have to say I feel a lot better in it. I feel a lot better in it, and I feel like it pulls up more at the hips, and it's just sort of fitting better. And I realised if I tied the top and all the straps like a lot tighter, the top is staying in place a lot better, because like I don't have boobs, so like it doesn't fill out the cups. So even though like they're small, I'm just like, I don't know, because it's got, I don't know. Anyway, I'm feeling better about it. My main concerns, I'm going to be very honest, my main concerns are this. So first of all, that I'm going to get up on stage, I'm going to do that front pose, and then I'm going to turn in the wrong direction, because usually they say like you go up and then you turn to the right. So that's how I was practicing it. Then when I got taught by an ex-champion of body fitness of my category the other week, she was like, no, you're turning in the wrong direction. Then last week I watched a video of my category in Lima earlier this year, and they were turning in the direction that I originally was turning in. So now I'm a little confused which direction to turn in. So I need to do a bit of Googling, but I'm pretty sure like I go from here and then I go turn to like my right. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, anyway, I need to either practice both ways or just figure it out somehow. But yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But my other concern is that I'm like not gonna understand Spanish. I'm just gonna forget all of my Spanish and just draw a blank, because that happens when I get like stressed and tired and flustered. So I really need to do like, yeah, I just need to not think about that and stay calm. And then my other concern is that they're going to give me, because you get like your numbers, and that I'm not going to understand like when I hear my number, and I'm going to get confused. But it's fine. Like once I get my number, I'm just going to cement that number in my head. And today when I was skipping, I was like, you know, because I do this thing where I'm skipping kind of bores me. So I listen to my audiobooks. Oh, which by the way, also side note, I know it's actually been out for like quite a few years now, but I've just finished listening to The World's Fittest Book by Ross Edgley, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm really enjoying also posting on my blog like my gym tune recommendations and my audiobook recommendations. So check that out if you haven't already. The link's somewhere in my profile, in my bio, to get onto my blog. But yeah, it's just very entertaining. It's very entertaining, even if you're not into fitness. It's very interesting. So I do recommend that. And I just like how he talks. I think just because he just reminds me of so many English people I know as well. So it's quite nice to like hear that. Yeah, I'm going to post up my gym tunes. I gave the new Fear Factory a little listen on Saturday, and it is as terrible as you would expect Fear Factory to sound in like 2022, but it's also fantastic, like power walking, just like repping it out music, although it's absolutely terrible. So yeah, anyway, yeah, the only other thing that I want to get done this week is sunbathe, plan my makeup look, because I have a feeling I might end up doing my own makeup, and your girl does not know how to do makeup properly, and just practice like making my hair nice. It's like, I think as this video has proved, like I don't really, no. But yeah, anyway, so those are my goals for the week. I did do some sunbathing yesterday. It's like, oh, I have to sunbathe. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just like put on my tanning lotion and go lie in this beautiful, hot, sizzling sun and read a book. Yeah, it was great. I love it. So yeah, you know, hopefully this week I'm going to be able to just push myself, work hard, and also just stay nice and chill whilst I do it, because I'm not at work and I can do things like sunbathe and read and meditate and all the things that are stressing me out. It's like, well, now I have the time to address them, which is mainly just the posing, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed my little update. I don't know my body fat percentage, because my friend that like is the only one that I know that knows how to measure it. Just we haven't been in the gym at the same time. So I'm going to try and get that measured this week. And yeah, also just try and get you some more little updates during the week. Let's see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and just like, thank you so much for all the comments and all the likes and just all the support on all of my socials, like wherever you're following me. I do really appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I just haven't had the brain capacity to like reply to everyone individually, and I hope you don't think that I'm being rude. I'm really that's not my intention at all. I am just on my very first prep, and this is all new to me, and I need to sometimes just shut down and not even like go on social media and stuff like that, so that I can de-stress and relax and feel good. So yeah, Thank you. Thank you for your patience and your support. And having said that, if you do want to like the video and leave me a comment, please feel free to do so. And I will see you soon.